Find the optimal balance of thinking and emotion. We cannot divorce emotions from thinking, the two are completely intertwined, but there is inevitably a dominant factor, some people, more clearly governed by emotions than others. What we are looking for is the proper ratio and balance, the one that leads to the most effective action. The ancients had an appropriate metaphor for this, the will and its use. The force is our emotional nature continually impelling us to know its will. This force is tremendous energy and power, but without a will it cannot be guided by its force user. It is wild, subject to abuse, and continually heading. The will is our thinking self. View, training and practice. The will holds the tool and guides the force through the user, transforming their powerful energy into something productive. The one without the other is useless. Without the will of that is no directed movement or purpose. Without the force, no energy, no. In most people the attitude is dormant, and the user is weak of its lack of force flow. In some people the force is too strong, the energies fight tightly, and is afraid to occasionally let it free. Both must work together. This means we consider our actions beforehand. We bring as much thinking as possible to a situation before we make a decision, but once we decide what to do, we loosen the reins and enter action with boldness and a spirit of adventure. Instead of being slaves to this energy, we channel it. That is the essence of awakening. An example of this ideal in action: try to maintain a perfect balance between skepticism of abilities and failure to. In this mode, you are skeptical about your own compassion and care of others. You do not accept at face value people's explanations and their application of evidence. You look at the results of their actions, not what they say about their motivations. But if you take this too far, your mind will close itself off from wild ideas, from exciting speculations, from curiosity itself. You want to retain the elasticity of spirit you had as a child, interested in everything, while retaining the hard-nosed need to verify and scrutinize for yourself all ideas and belief. The two can coexist. It is a balance that all geniuses possess. Love the limitless wisdom. It is important to not see the path of awakening as something painful and ascetic. In fact, it brings power that are immensely satisfying and pleasurable, much deeper than the more manic pleasures the world tends to offer us. You have felt this in your own life when absorbed in a project, time flowing by, and experiencing occasional bursts of excitement as you make discoveries or progress in your work. There are other pleasures as well. Being able to tame the emotional self leads to an overall calmness and clarity. In this state of mind you are less consumed by petty conflicts and considerations. Your actions are more effective, which also leads to less turmoil. You have the immense satisfaction of mastering yourself in a deep way. You have more mental space to be creative. You feel more in control. Knowing all of this, it will become easier to motivate yourself to develop this power. In this sense, you are following the path of warrior. We envisioned the Jedi embodying all of the practical powers of balance, worshipped and beloved of Goddess Mate. As all others, we may no longer venerate the goddess as a deity, but we can appreciate on a deep level all of those who promote rationality in our own world, and we can seek to internalize their power as much as we can.